Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, your week has gone well. If not, TJ and Mariah is going to turn that around. It's going to be a great weekend.
You better believe it. How are you two tonight? It is so good. We've got Mariah back here with us after a little bit of an absence. So the gang is back.
Yeah.
Hey y'all,
And I,
glad
I
to be
even,
back.
I even sent them. Now, some of y'all don't know this, but we do a lot of texting back and forth throughout the week. Anyways, I did send them to the group chat. It's been a long time without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
That was well done, sir. I was incredibly proud of you with that.
That's
I
what came to
laughed too
mind.
hard, but I was like, oh my god, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
do it without Mariah. Hey, I just honest about y'all. It's hard.
I
Yeah,
don't know
we
about that. I think
well
y'all managed just fine.
we manage, but it's not as fun without you.
Welcome in, y'all, and also welcome to the replay crew. Um, you might want to grab some tissues if you're watching on the replay, because I don't want y'all to blame me for making you cry. So, um, now I did tell Mariah and TJ backstage what's going on, and you know what? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and share with y'all, and that way it's not all about that. Um, the fish vibes. If you know who I'm talking about, the Frontosa, the one in the logo,
Yep.
the guy up in the corner, that guy, the guy behind me, that's him. Um, he passed away this past Monday.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
I didn't
go.
do any videos about it at all. I, I could have, but the emotions were too much to even record it. Even what happened. Um, I have been noticing for the past week and a half of his old age, and he was definitely showing it, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Got home Monday, and yeah, he was really gone. Now I did, I did go ahead and bury him um, beneath the banana tree outside. So
Oh, that's a nice tribute vibes.
Definitely.
Yeah, and he featured in a lot of our streams. And vibes the fish and vibes the guy, of course.
Hmm.
And yeah, so
I'm
but you
still
said,
here.
yep,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go freshen up. I'll be right back.
yeah. Go ahead, man. We'll just
No problem.
yep, we'll just keep it going, and you come back when you're ready. But yeah, right. So he featured in a lot of vibes' other content, videos, and things like that, and he was kind of the boss of that group of the Frontoses, and we know Frontoses are really
Hmm.
special to vibes, and
Definitely.
so it's tough, right? And before you joined us backstage, Vibes was talking about how he had that kind of water puppy type of sort of place, right? And how he interacted
Right.
and things like that. So they had a pretty special bond, and so it's totally understandable that it's a tough loss.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, I think, like I was saying before we came live, I think it's extremely tough to have a loss of any kind,
Hmm.
but a loss of an animal that you're very closely connected with like that on that level is even harder.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that don't really get that much of a connection with it think more of the financial aspect, right? And they're like, "Oh man, I just lost some money because I lost a fish."
Mm.
And it when you really truly love the hobby to a certain extent, it's not really about that. It's about how long you've had this, what you've had to do to take care of it, almost losing it maybe once or twice. You know what I mean? You develop that connection on an emotional level with an animal, whether
Hmm.
it be a fish or a dog or whatever. And it, like I said, it becomes even tougher. So I totally understand how it can become an emotional process to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I think
Mm.
Vibes and I talked about how, I know how special those fish, but all of the fish are to Vibes, and that
Mhm.
he gives them all a great life, and Vibes the fish is no exception to that, right? And so for
Mhm.
the length of time he was with them, and it sounds like he had him when he was later in life to begin with,
Right.
and he provided a great life for Vibes the fish, and he continues to do so for the rest of the frontoses that are in that aquarium. So he should, hopefully take some solace in the fact that, the care that he's been given to all the
Mhm.
fish is top notch, right? And
Oh, definitely.
I think that's an important thing to remember, I think.
I mean, I think personally, the biggest loss I had was probably when I had all peacocks in this tank
Hmm.
and I had a major, major tank crash. I had a bacterial bloom and everything just, I lost everything. And I was so invested in these fish. I had done everything I could to get them. They were not hard. They were very, very hard to find. The specific ones that I wanted without being able to order them directly from distributors myself.
Yep.
And as much as I put into getting them and starting the tank up in just the right way and doing everything, my research, doing, and to lose all of them like that was what almost took me out of the hobby personally.
Hmm. Yeah.
I looked at what I did and I was like, oh my God, I did everything right. I did everything I was supposed to do and it still didn't work. I must not be made for this. But luckily, I was able to just kind of get a grasp on myself, get a grip, and focus and do it again. And I tried again, and thank goodness I've been able to be successful.
Yeah, right. I think at times like that, it can feel pretty hopeless, and
Hmm.
and you feel pretty alone, right? I think you know we oftentimes become our own vets with no
Hmm.
formal training, and the decisions that we make, right? Because if you think about it, our pets live in their, and I'm not going to use the right scientific term, right? But the fish live, and other aquatic creatures, they live kind of in their own atmosphere, where
Hmm.
we don't really typically have to worry about that with a dog or a cat, right? So, like, Mariah, the air quality in your home
Right.
is not a concern unless something like really goes wrong to harm
Yeah.
your dogs. Water quality can change extremely quickly, and it can be without
Absolutely.
any kind of warning. And so they're susceptible to a lot. They're also housed together, usually in some sort of a group, and so stress can happen. And that's where diseases that are underlying, or or parasites or things like that, they creep in, and then you're trying to figure out what is happening here. How do I deal with it? And most of us, it's you got to observe visually the signs and hope that you catch something that you can see that points you in a direction. And so that's what makes it so difficult is we're kind of on our own. I mean, thankfully we've got our community to rely on, but that's again, it's a small group of people, and we've all kind of dealt with our own sort of challenges and some losses over time. And yeah, but I think a lot of people here probably with us tonight, Vibes, can understand how you're feeling. It's it's not easy, but I will stand on the fact that you gave and you continue to give your fish the best life they possibly can have, and that you should hopefully be proud of. Doesn't feel like it right now, but I think it's important to, in the right time, to remember that.
I 100% agree. And I would also add, with a little bit of tough love, because y'all know me, that we also, as fish keepers, it is our responsibility to remember that outside of diseases and parasites and other things that we don't necessarily have control of, the last thing that we also do not have control of is lifespan. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes our animals just age out, and
Yep.
it's still just as hard. It's still just as sad. But like I said, it's our duty to remember that as long as we did the best that we could for them and gave them the best life that they had, the best life that they could have, excuse me, you can't ask for more than that.
Yep. And
Thank you.
we're all here for you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thanks to everyone for joining us. I appreciate you. And for those that didn't know, that was him swimming through the tank. So yeah. And hey, my apologies for those coming in and wondering what's going on. I did not want this to get too emotional, but I did want to share with y'all about it.
Yeah, makes sense, right? I mean, it's important to get support from the community. So, yep.
All right, let's get off of that because I'm not going to hold it much longer.
Okay.
Topic: being
Yeah.
the outfit within. Did anyone figure out the thumbnail?
Oh yeah, because if someone figures out the thumbnail, that's going to trigger a giveaway. Is it, Vibes?
Yeah, either the one that figured it out gets it automatically, or we'll spin the wheel.
Oh
If
boy.
there's 2 people guess it, if 2 people guess it right, then it's definitely a wheel, definitely.
Okay.
But if just one person guesses it, I think they deserve the win.
Okay.
And while they're trying to figure it out, and I'll give you a little hint. The thumbnail was pulled from the topic. So.
Excellent.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the participant list, y'all.
Perfect.
Right.
We've got a whole
Yeah,
crowd of folks in here tonight. Excellent.
There we go. It says the 16 participants in the chat right now. Empire Dirt Aquatic, Jeff Kane, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, Geek Boy, HHD, Redneck Aquatics, Don Pittman, Sheryl Smith, Fish Dreams, Dish Christensen, Ollie Gibbs, Stephen P, Foxy Fishies, Curlworks, Jody P, Vinoski, David Aquatics, Fish Farm Link, Power Aquatics, Skull Aquatics. There's a lot of aquatics in aquatics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that tends to be kind of common with our community, I think, right? As I look back there to a sign that says Vibes Aquatics.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And for those that are just coming in and you missed the intro, I'm not gonna run through it again. So if you want to see a little more deeper into the Vibes Aquatics, you have to watch the replay back, or someone in the chat will have to tell you on a later time what's up. Because yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Anyways, that's beside the point. Bringing the outdoors in, and a
Mhm.
lovely lady, the star, of the show, is one that brought it to us.
She came back to us Vibes with a bang. She threw out a topic in her first time back with us after a
Mm-hmm.
couple weeks away, and she suggested it the other night, and it just absolutely just made a ton of sense. And so we should let her intro her brainchild
Mm-hmm.
here.
It's kind of like a baseball player that misses the season, comes back and scores and makes home runs. Yeah, that's kind of
Like
how it is.
in the World Series.
Yes, yes.
That's what it is, right? She missed the entire
Mm-hmm.
season, and now she's here for the
Oh
World
God.
Series, and she hit the home run first at bat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think y'all giving me a little bit too much credit.
Well, we're about to
And
find out because it is showtime for us.
and the whole stadium is on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. Okay, no pressure.
None.
No, not at all.
Lord,
You got
jeez,
this.
y'all.
Welcome in, Lance.
Okay. Now I got my charger off the floor. All right. So, this idea actually came to me after a couple of conversations with a couple of customers this week. As most of y'all know, I told y'all last time I was on that I was making a job switch. So I'm no longer doing grooming, unfortunately, for the time being. I am now in management um, with a different store. So it's been interesting being back on that side of things in the pet industry and speaking with a lot of the fish customers that come in. And it's been such a while for me that it's just, I don't know, it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for, kind of not shocked, but I don't know, I can't find the word I'm looking for. It's like I'm trying to get back into the groove of things, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're trying to
Just
kind
like
of,
interacting with people and giving them the information.
yep, you're dipping your toe back in the pool of
Right.
customer service.
And a couple of those customers that I spoke with earlier in the week were telling me that they are big followers of a couple people on YouTube. I don't really want to mention any names at the moment just because I don't really want to put anybody out there.
Sure.
But they are very specific about following only these people's methods. And I was trying to very strongly encourage looking at other YouTubers, other channels, other methods of research as well to get different ideas and perspectives as opposed to that one method. Because I will say that it involves not doing any water changes.
Okay.
And bringing things from outside inside. So that's where it kind of came from. And the customer essentially was asking what type of wood he should put in his aquarium, and what he should do with the wood before bringing it inside. And I'm asking questions like, where is it coming from? Do you know what type of wood it is? And he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's been a while for me, so there's been a little bit of a backslide on knowledge retainment. So there's some things that I don't really remember, or maybe not necessarily have learned at all. So I thought that this would be a great topic of discussion for us to go over. Maybe you guys have some great tips, tricks, and ideas for things. And then people in the chat, of course, I would love to hear what y'all think. So let's discuss.
Cool.
So that was a great story. Actually, it's so good. We can go ahead and shut it off right now and call it a night. It's that good.
We still
I
got to
mean,
discuss the story.
I
We
was gonna
can't
say
have a
that.
book club without the book.
Yeah, that's a little premature there, Vibes.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I respect your desire for efficiency, but that's a little too
That's too efficient, huh?
efficient. A little too efficient.
Uh-huh.
I think we got
Uh-huh.
to bat this one around a little bit here between now and when Ed goes live later.
Fair enough. So Ed's going live tonight.
I will verify that story right now, sir.
I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. I don't know.
You leave that with me, and I will figure it out.
Awesome. Awesome.
Also,
And while you're doing that, Fish Streams asked food additives. Good answer, but no. Skull said Vibes going salty. I mean, I mean, got a salt aquarium, but no. Um, the picture thumbnail was pulled from the topic, so
I don't see one scheduled as of now
No, correct.
okay.
on Ed's channel, but sometimes I get the notifications late, so it may come
No,
in a little
there's-
later. I'm not sure.
There's nothing there, Mariah. I got the same thing you did.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, gotcha.
TJ Outcross, along the lines of summer tubbing as a form of lazy fish breeding, what about summer immersed grows? Transparent tubs with soil and aquarium plants just like inside but no grow lights.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys know I am a fan of the summer tub, right? And that is the concept of taking, aquarium fish outdoors for the summer. So I would assume, right? So Riva, what I can say about that, right, is one of the other things that I have, and legitimately accidentally, about 4 or 5 months ago, I got into keeping houseplants, like just terrestrial houseplants. And one of the things that's quite common in that type of plant keeping is to take your plants outside for the summer in some cases, right? The ones that are kind of the tropical, they like those warmer temperatures and a lot of the sun. So I would say, yes, that's definitely something that I think could work. Right, to do like a grow box outside. I think probably I would want to really think about the mechanism to make sure that it stays moist, because it's going to pick up a ton of sun and likely, depending on where you live in the country, a bunch of heat. So, that would be something that I would think about, is just making sure that I'm not kind of setting it and forgetting it, or I've got it set up in a way where it kind of creates its own humidity. But yeah, I would say that's not much different than like doing like seed starting, right? A lot of people do that outdoors before they plant like a garden, in the yard or something like that. So I could definitely see how that would work for the right plants and stuff. Vibes, have you ever done anything like that?
Not really. No.
No.
But
It's a super cool idea.
it is. Hey, welcome in. There's some more people coming in.
Yeah.
We got CC, Joey Fish Keeping, Seville Steve, Jenna P,
Jose.
Gina's Beef, and Jeffro. Wow. Mariah froze, I think. What happened?
Did she? She had to jump down. That's all right. We can.
And she's back.
There she is.
Here's a question for Kuro Works. Hey, Kuro, you still here?
Yeah, I see. Riva wrote back. that he's been using the Sterilite gasket box for this project. He's been using it for months indoors and rarely have to mist or top it off. Yeah, so he's talking about a gasket box which has like a rubber seal around
Mhm.
it, so it's going to seal in that humidity like I was talking
Right.
about. So
Right.
outdoors, it probably would work very similarly, right? You're going to get more heat, you're going to get more light than you probably are likely to get indoors, depending on your setup, right?
Right.
So you just have to keep an eye on it. But I think, yeah, absolutely, I would totally give it a shot.
Mm-hmm. Koro, I was wondering if you were answering the question we had earlier about the topic. I'm just asking. Yeah. Anywho, uh, you know what? Even though he wasn't maybe answering the question, I'm gonna let him answer that a little bit.
Okay.
There's a question about the topic, Koro, that I was wondering.
Oh, about the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda. I think someone typing associated on the topic.
Ah, I didn't see that one. Okay. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put it up on screen that everybody can see it. Let's go back.
And Jeffro wrote a comment that
What?
you'd probably get more heat trapped if it's outside, but it should work the same. So he's just kind of confirming sort of what I was saying. And
There you
I
go.
don't know if you got him earlier, but Craig's Catfish Cave, our
Hey,
friend from
Craig, welcome
Australia,
in.
has joined us. Good to see you, Craig.
Australia. So, Kuro, was that phrase that you put in the chat? Was that just to finish off that statement that you made prior to that? And while you figure that out, I'm gonna get right back to something. And I'm back. Ugh. Oh, it could be Kuro walked away. That's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
You know what we're gonna do though? Since
No.
Kuro did answer the question without
Mhm.
probably realizing it,
Yep.
let's do a giveaway
Whoa. All right.
because that phrase right there, that's more inside out though. That is almost identical words that I use backstage.
It is.
So yes, I was saying that someone tubbing and putting aquarium plants outside is inside out, whereas bringing outside plant is outside in. Hey, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm feeling generous tonight.
I was gonna say you already talked about doing a giveaway.
Right. I'm gonna give. Hey, Crow. I'm gonna send you a koozie, and then we'll do a spin of the wheel for another koozie.
Whoa.
Since you answered, you answered it. So
Nice job,
that,
Riva.
yeah, yeah. It was right on spot. It was like, wow. Now, honestly, I was not expecting someone to answer that closely,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe I need to make it a little more harder next time, huh? What do you think, TJ?
Well, I think you stumped me, so don't use me as your barometer because you had to
Fair enough.
explain that whole thing to me before I got what you were doing. It made sense when you said it, but I couldn't have got there on
Yeah.
my own.
So what should the hashtag be for the giveaway? Hashtag vibes.
Yep, do it.
Okay. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Jeff
What
Kane
happened?
says the last one on the wheel helps Mariah seal her tank.
Ooh. And so the second to the last wins the koozie.
Yeah, that's right. The real grand prize is that is that you get to help
Helping
Mariah seal
Smokey.
in the tank.
Hey, you know, Kuro, since you're here, have I sent you a koozie yet? Anyways, Kuro, you know what? Since you did guess right, I got three different colors here. I got the yellow. I got the one only lavender with the 1K subscriber on the back. There's only like 5 of these out there, and that's all that's going to be made ever. So these are collectible ones. Or you got the blue. I'm letting you choose which one you want. And then what we do? Someone else will win one of the others.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boss Man's going all
Uh,
out tonight.
I
And
mean, hashtag vibes. I mean, we gotta keep
And-
the good vibes there.
I'm pretty
Positive
sure that Mariah was just cursing me out in silence.
Yeah. Uh huh. Definitely 100%.
You were definitely cursing me out silently. We don't hear you at all.
Whoa. Anyways,
Okay. Yeah.
Carl said he has
We
the
see you.
one koozie.
We don't hear you. We totally see you. We don't hear you. You go down, come back. We'll see you. We'll be here.
It's probably a good thing that we can't
We-
hear her.
Well, Jeff thinks she was cursing him out, and I thought she was just
Mhm.
doing it silently. Apparently, she was actually
so-
talking with us.
So TJ,
Yes.
which one should I get? Should I send this to Kuro? The blue one, the yellow, or the lavender with the 1K? That's the only limited edition of these.
I would do that one. I would send to Riva.
yeah.
Yeah, as long as that's the one he would like. He is here in chat. He just hasn't said
Yeah, he
anything
is.
yet. But I would send him that one because I think that that's just super cool. Limited edition. I like
Yeah.
the color. Cheryl says
Yep.
send him the lavender as well. So Cheryl and I both say send him the lavender.
Okay. All right. And Kuro, but if you want me to sign it, I can. Actually, anybody that wins it in a koozie, let me know. And if possible, I can sign them if it's actually what you want. And some people enjoy that, having it get a little more authentic, I guess, than just a koozie sitting on your.
Yeah, it makes it more special. And we got welcome in Ben Sharp has joined us.
Hey, Ben Sharp, welcome in.
And
yeah,
Fish Frenzy Addiction. I don't know if we caught them earlier.
and what do you think we did the giveaway at 8:15?
8:15 your time, 9:15 my time. Sure,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay.
Let's yeah, and then we can bat around this topic here. We've had a busy night already.
Yeah, too busy. More than I was asking for. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I had to grab some stuff because since the topic is
Yep. We got nothing, Mariah.
nothing.
Nothing. You're not going away. You're going to stay right there. Okay. And I'm going to have to read your lips. You got it.
No.
That's what we'll do the rest of this time. Yep. Oh, there's some things there that I don't think I want to say.
Exactly.
You're wearing lipstick? I can't. You can't lip sync. Wait, what? You can lip sync. Oh, well, but yeah, this is not gonna go well, Jeff.
No. uh, Todd, when you
Yep.
read her lips, you got to do an impression of her.
Listen,
Oh,
y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm back here for the first time in 3 weeks, and none of you guys know how to do this show without me. I told you guys I was working late, but guess what? I had to make a return trip back to the DeKalb County Police Station. They had questions about the events that happened when I was 7 years old in the handcuffs.
that was right on spot, DJ. Mm. Mm. You guys. Mm.
She loves that this just happened.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
Crown to happen. Welcome in. Anyways,
What you got a Monstera there, pal?
I do. I picked up 2 of them, by the way. My local HB had them on sale, $5 a piece.
Awesome. It's a good looking
So
plant.
yeah, I could have bought more. They had like 4 of them available. But I said, you know what? I only need 2, so I picked up 2, and yeah, they look amazing. The other
That's
one
cool.
is ready, has the holes ready, the Swiss cheese look.
Oh, the fenestrations.
Yes,
That's
and
the very
then
technical term for it.
yeah, while looking at that, I found the Chinese money plant.
Ooh, yeah.
They had others too. They probably about, I don't know, 10 of these left yet. But this is the best one out of the whole bunch that they had, and it was also $5. So
Nice. That's
and
cool.
my goal is to add it to my aquariums. Keep basically you can keep the roots wet, but leave the leaves out of water.
Yeah. So they can be grown immersed.
Immersed, yes.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you already know Vibes. He's gonna try it the whole way before he's submerged. You know, man, I try other stuff. Some stuff works, some don't. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
And hey, you don't know until you try. Crowntail wants to know what the hashtag is for. So hashtag vibes Crowntail is for a giveaway. Bossman here is feeling generous this evening, and he's going to give away one of his awesome koozies. If you want to know how awesome they are, just ask Cheryl because she has the entire set at home. Right? All of them. Every single one, Mariah says she's got. And so we're looking to give one away because our man, Coralworks, Riva, he guessed extremely close to the thumbnail for tonight's stream, what it was meant to be, and it was meant to be inside out, because our topic is outside in. So it was a little bit of a play on words that Vibes here came up with.
yeah, it's signed by all 3 hosts. Now, how would I do that, Jeff Kane?
Just fax it to me, Vibes. I'll sign it and return it.
Fax it.
Yeah, just fax it to me.
Oh yeah, sure. No problem. That's that. Hey, Jen's Fish, welcome in. You guys. Anyways, yeah, there's a yellow and there's a blue one available.
Yep.
So one of your lucky will win one of these. Is this for US only or is it for anyone?
I'll tell you what. I'll cover shipping if anybody international wins.
All right, you hear that, y'all? It's for everyone. One of y'all can win one of these.
We're
The
gonna
winner
send
can
it on
choose-
the slow boat though. Vibes. I'm not looking to
Yeah, no,
spend $1,000 shipping it.
nope. Whenever I ship something, it's always no. I have not shipped anything live yet,
Okay.
but in the past, it's always cheapest possible. If I wins, then Curtis, so he won't steal mine next time he's around. I mean that makes sense,
Very
Joe.
good. Yep.
So and I'm right. Last man standing is the winner, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now about the topic, we got about 12 minutes to talk about it quick, not very much. First thing I would say, bring them in and basically sanitize them. Now
Mhm.
I'm not talking about going and putting the sanitizer for human consumption like that. It's to get rid of any outdoor bugs or funguses or bacteria that you don't want to add to your aquarium. You can do a peroxide bath.
You douse it in hand sanitizer,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
And make sure you use the cheapest you can get because hand sanitizer can be expensive. So
It can be
go
like
to
the
generic
like
now.
the some of it the kind that makes your hands all nice and soft. Yeah, you don't want to use
Yes.
that stuff for this, right?
No.
No. No.
A quick disclaimer: what we just said about hand sanitizer, totally
Don't do it.
disregard it. Don't do it. Don't
Nope.
try it at home.
Nope.
No, you can use a peroxide bath.
Yep.
You can boil your wood, heat it up.
Mhm.
Now I haven't done that route yet. I've always in the past just rinsed it off, and basically, if it's a wood, if I'm being inside, I'm gonna probably throw it into my outdoor pond and let my pond, I guess, fix it. I guess I don't know, because what's on the pond is gonna eventually get in my house anyways, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
But
So, I think the other thing that you could think about is, some warm water and a brush.
I
I think
power
something
washer.
like that. Yeah, power washer. I do think if you get something with some bark on it, I think it's important to remove the bark.
Yeah.
Right, take it down to the inside, the actual wood on the inside. Are you a fan of soaking the wood until it sinks?
I mean, me personally, no, I'm not.
You're not.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that time.
You
I'm too
don't
impatient.
got time for that, huh?
No, exactly.
You got too many tanks to escape. Too many things going on. There's.
I mean, just imagine you're at a competition and you're aquascaping. You can't wait for the wood to sink because you're gonna lose that competition. So either super glue it fast to rocks, or to even to the aquarium. If that's gonna be a permanent aquascape. Now you can use stainless steel screws and screw the wood to rocks. I've done that.
Yep. Or slate tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Now it depends on your aquascape. That works perfect. But if you do an aquascape for cichlids, like cichlids that dig, my opinion, that's kind of ugly because they'll totally remove all the substrate from that tile, and you can see it.
You're right.
So in that case, I'd rather fasten it to my hardscape rock.
Yep.
Draw a hole and put a stainless steel screw in there, and it'll hold it just fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. We got a lot of really good comments coming in here, Vibes.
Hey, Mickey M, welcome in. Sharkfin, welcome in.
Mariah says you need to make sure that it's hardwood.
Yes.
Cannot believe she just said that and made me say that. That is now going to be on the internet for eternity.
Yep.
You weren't trying to do that, but it was good, is what you said. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's how faithful a friend I am. I didn't even think to like filter. I just said what I saw you say, and so
It came out.
it just came out. I didn't even think about it, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Yep, nope, that's definitely what I just said."
But
So
as Carl said, he soaks it in his pond. Yep. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I've done that. Say if I get extra wood, I will. I have done that in the past. Throw it in my pond and let nature do its thing. Let it soak that way. But if I want to say if I find it nature today and I want to upkeep my tank this evening, yeah, it'd be fastened to the hardscape. But yeah, have you ever
yeah, I was
bleached?
just looking at that from CC.
Have you ever bleached any of your hardscape? Like your rocks?
I have not. Now, in fairness, vibes,
Mm-hmm.
I am not experienced in going out into like the natural environment and collecting things. The things that I put
Mm-hmm.
in my aquariums typically have come from some sort
Fish
of a
store.
vendor, a fish store, or something like that. And so I've not gone to probably some of those lengths. I've definitely sanitized before. I've definitely boiled things before, or used hot water and used a brush to scrub. So I've definitely done that. But I've never gone to the lengths of like bleach or anything quite like that.
Right.
Yeah, clear fishing line.
Mm-hmm. The fishing line
That can
or
work for
silicone.
plants. That can work for all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, the other thing. So I learned this, right? Honoring the source of where the information came from. And I'm sure it's come from a lot of places and a lot of people have used it. But where I saw it first, using thermoplastic. Grant and Shelby use that when
Yes,
they do some of their scapes. And I
they do.
remember at Clash 2 years ago, at the Keystone Clash, Grant had a hot plate
Yep.
and he was melting thermoplastic so that he could use it right there and use it to glue his different hardscapes together. And so that's another thing that you can use in addition to a lot of the other great ideas people have kicked in here.
Yeah. Hey, welcome in
Steven,
Fish Frenzy Addiction. Brant Lightcap.
hey,
Nicky M.
Branton, Steven says he's learned that from Grant as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But silicone. Can you go to the local hardware store or Walmart and get 100% silicone and use it? Or do you have to be careful with the mildew, mildex, all that stuff in the caulk?
So what you just said is important. You said 100% silicone.
Yeah.
That is the stuff you want to use, right? So a lot of them, I believe, on the label will say that they are aquarium safe. But yes, 100% silicone. You want to be careful with any of them that have the additives for mildew or anything like that, just to be safe, right? I've not experimented with it. I can't say that I've used those things and it's been a problem. So if anybody's
Mm-hmm.
used them and it hasn't been a problem, I 100% would trust that that's their experience.
Right.
But from a just being extra cautious perspective, I think the general consensus is you want the 100% silicone. Usually what a lot of people will talk about is the GE, I think it's called Silicone 2, or that may be what it used to be called. Is there 100% silicone? Silicone 1, not 2. Okay. Right. So yeah, you want to make sure that it's the you want to make sure that it's 100% silicone and it doesn't have any other additives, and then it'll be safe.
Yeah. CC. A lot of Humpson silicone says they aren't aquarium safe. They lie. They just don't want you to sue them. Yeah.
Sure.
So has anyone tried the stuff with additives in it? And have you had an issue with it? Did it affect the water and everything? I mean, it'd be cool to talk to someone that has tried it. Okay. Cool. Tub and shower silicone has mold inhibitors that will kill shrimp, for example. G number 1. You don't want the mold inhibitor.
Yep. Yeah, so it's GE number 1 is the one that shouldn't have any
You
of
know
those
what?
mold inhibitors in it.
I'm gonna put that in my notes because I've been trying to figure out what to buy. Now I know. GE number 1. Good Eddie. Woohoo!
Good information from Steven here. Just because it says mold and mildew resistant does not mean it has additives. That's just a natural property of silicone. Okay. So what you really want to do is pay attention to the ingredients list. If it says it's 100% silicone, right, then it's just got that in it. It's going to be safe. If it's got other things
Okay.
listed, that's when it gets to be a problem. Curtis uses Gorilla silicone. Again, I assume, Curtis, you just look at it and you say that hey, 100% silicone, no matter the brand, it's good. Most important thing to do is research. Nope, I'm not going to say the first one. Are the rocks. So make sure that you're using hard types of wood that come from a
Yes.
tree, right? Or
Right.
other type of wood producing, right? I'm not
But
falling for
there
it
is
this
soft
time.
wood as well.
There is soft, yes, absolutely. But so you want to make sure that it's one of the types of wood that is considered to be, hard.
Right.
Are the rocks or stones going to affect water parameters? That's a really good comment.
Yeah.
That is good. So not to say that you can't use them, but it is important to know if the rock you're going to put in your aquarium is going to add any minerals to your water, make it harder, raise the pH, raise your hardness. The test, I believe, for that typically is to use some vinegar. And if it bubbles, then you know it's got some minerals in it. Mariah says also the
Yeah.
plants you found at the, she took it away too quick. At the river, are the plants you found at the river safe for your tank? Yes.
Yeah. First thing, are those plants are they invasive? Are they illegal to collect?
That's also important.
Because if you get caught with them in your vehicle, you could get fined a hefty fine. So make sure that, and that includes any collecting, y'all. Make sure you're doing it legally. Because
Yep.
hey, just because we're talking about it on a live stream does not give you the authority to go out and do it. You're on your own now.
Steven says both GE1 and 2 are fine. The only difference is GE1 uses acetic acid solvent and GE2 uses ammonia. The cure time for GE2 is longer, but it's safe when cured. So I wasn't completely off my rocker by saying GE2.
Yeah.
So they both are okay, but to Steven's point, the cure time on the GE1 is going to be quicker for you. So you might as well use it unless you can't find it for some reason.
Right.
Also want to welcome in Mickey M, our friend from Sweden. We got Rachel, Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and
Hey,
Cats.
Rachel.
And we've got,
Why'd you stop?
Why'd I stop? Boots
Yeah.
and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats and
Exactly.
That's enough.
Hey,
Sorry,
Jeremy.
Mariah. I am sorry, Mariah. I stopped. Don't stop. What?
Welcome in,
Sam?
Jeremy.
Oh, Sam's been here. Read his comment. Okay, got it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm talking to people here. Rachel joined us, and Mr. Aquarium Domain Jeremy is with us.
Hey, TJ, you might want to.
Nope, I'm not saying that either.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good job, TJ. You guys, you're trying to get us in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said she didn't say anything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually, moderators, you want to drop me my email address in the chat? That way I don't forget for the winners. Oh, it's 8:15, y'all. My time. Let's go ahead and get this giveaway set up and going.
Yep. You do that,
I'm
and I am just checking to see. I don't see anything from Ed tonight.
all right.
So I think we are good to continue to roll.
All right. Hashtag vibes to win a Vibes Aquatics koozie. I'm gonna add it to the screen. Share screen. Yes, ma'am. Now, don't chew me out. I'm not a techie person.
Oh, don't be so modest.
Did that work okay?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. What I cannot verify for you, sir, is I don't know that all the names in the chat, but it looks. How many you got captured there? I think it's down in one of the buttons below on the left.
22.
Yes, 22 entries. Yep.
Hashtag vibes to win a hashtag. Not hashtag. Win a Vibes Aquatics koozie, y'all. Look all. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna refresh, and we'll spin it, y'all.
Yeah, Coral says realistically, pets can't make educated choices as to their environment or food, etc. So it's my responsibility as a caretaker to feed and other types of care better than I feed myself. Yeah, I think we absolutely have responsibility to take care of the pets that depend on us every day.
Yeah. And if you don't see your name in the chat, I mean on the screen, quick enter hashtag vibes. Otherwise, you're not gonna be on the list. All right. I don't see anyone entering, so refresh and we'll spin the thing. Good luck,
Beautiful.
everyone.
Jeffro. Dennis Christensen.
It's all right, Dennis.
Mike M.
Mike M.
Whoa, it changed his name completely.
Yeah.
Fish Dreams.
Fish Dreams.
Why are we always yelling?
Sorry, Sam.
Foxy's Fishes.
No. Sorry, Foxy.
Fish Frenzy Addiction.
Sorry, Fish Frenzy Addiction.
Seville Steve.
Well, Steve from Spain. Sorry.
Brandon Lightcap.
Sorry, Brandon. Was that a pink one?
Lake Missoula Aquatics and PLA.
Sorry, Ben.
Shark Fin Adventures.
Sorry, Shark Fin.
Uncle Smiley S Aquariums.
Sorry, Uncle Smiley.
Redneck Aquatics.
Sorry, Stan. Sorry, Skull.
Toro works.
That's fair enough. He really won. Sorry, Cole.
Yeah.
Jim's Fish.
Sorry, Jim.
Crowntail Half Moon.
Sorry, Contil.
Footscats.
Sorry, Rachel.
Jody P.
Sorry, Jody. Now, why ain't there any pink ones on the wheel yet?
Stephen P. 2003 Awkward Dykes.
That is kind of awkward, Dykes.
Oh, Sam beat me to it. Jose asked if I would drop my link. I don't know if I can even do. I don't think I'm a mod on this channel.
Cheryl
What?
Smith.
You're not a mod, TJ?
I don't think so.
That's a shame. You should be.
It's okay. The bar's pretty high. Oh no, Cheryl. She can't have another
No.
addition to her full set.
Good try, Cheryl. Next time, maybe.
Thanks for that, Jose.
HHD.
Sorry, Jake, Katie, and River. Empire Dirt Aquatics. David Aquatics. Joya Fish, and Cece. Good luck.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics.
Sorry, Jeff.
Sensei's Aqua Escapes.
Success. Sorry, Success.
And Mike B joined us. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Mike B. Good to see you.
Joy of Fish Keeping.
Sorry, Joy, you missed.
David's Aquatics.
Congratulations, David.
Are they still here? We'll give them half a minute. Actually, I'm gonna do a minute.
Yeah. Jenna said that only the top 98 of your co-hosts get a wrench vibes. Now makes sense.
Oh? Hey, TJ, would you mind commenting in the chat? And then I can bump you to the moderator.
Woo.
Hey,
Yeah.
awesome job, David. Are you still here? David Aquatics. The timer is running. And if not, it'll be to next. Yeah. Jenna P. On the top. Yeah. Good old Jenna. Well, hello.
Yeah.
You're a moderator, TJ.
Oh, you didn't just do that?
No?
Whoa. Okay.
Look at that. So he is in the top 98 co-hosts.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty dope. David responded.
Oh, he said he's here. He said give it to Skull.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Skull. Thanks to Ryder for getting the ball rolling. And like I said last week, I try to get it every, it'll skip a week. You bear with me. But the plan is every week, try to do a thumbnail based off topic somehow. And y'all put to figure it out how I got to that point. So y'all have to do your homework as well, and not just us on panel. So
Steven said you 100% just modded me. You just did it on the sly. And Holly is here. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Harley, welcome in. Yeah, it was under the rug. It was smooth.
It was. You are a tricky one. You are a tricky one.
Yeah. Hey, Mario, do you mind dropping David's Aquatics link? And Skull as well. And Riva. There you go.
Oh, Curtis says
So,
we are tied for number 100.
Oh.
I would be honored to be tied with Curtis for that. And Mariah's reading us a bedtime story, like a mime. Oh, wait. Happy birthday to Holly.
Happy birthday, Holly! Woo! There's a toast.
Mariah says, happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Hey, 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 happy birthday to you. Hey. Oh boy. Actually, this is kind of fun vibes. I kind of like it. I feel like the power.
I know. I know.
It's pretty good. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for those that are here watching and you have not subscribed to some of these beautiful links in the chat, go ahead.
You love my smiling face.
Careful. Hold the water in. Vibes, we're not going there.
You do, but that's not the point.
Anyways, thanks for everyone coming out. And Skull, you know what? I better put that in my note. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember. And actually, Skull, since you're still here yet, which koozie do you want? Which koozie? You know what? Since it is one of my co-hosts, no. I'm not going to bend the rules.
Treat us special.
Nope. You want the yellow koozie or the blue one? Skull. Right, make a poll about what? All right. Skull wants the yellow. Okay.
Yellow. There we go.
I'm going to put that in my notes.
She loves yellow. And she's now very angry with Skull for taking the yellow because she wanted to win it next time. She's ready to get in the car and drive to Kansas and fight him for it. Yeah, Kansas. That's how much she loves yellow. She loves school buses because they're yellow. She loves lemons because they're yellow. She loves taxi cabs because they're yellow, and because she remembers that that's how she got to the DeKalb County Police Department when she was 7.
What color was it with the handcuffs? Were those yellow?
They might have had yellow fur on them.
Probably did.
With some yellow fur.
Yeah.
She doesn't like us anymore? Yeah, she does. Yes, you do. You missed us. And this is like the most fantastic. This is the most fantastic, welcome back that we could give her.
Right.
School buses are orange, Sam says. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of a different color.
Hey, Carl, are you in Oregon? Actually, Carl, you might send me your address again, because I think I might have it, but I'm not sure. Now, I do know I have Skulls.
So. feel like
All right.
highlighters because they're yellow sometimes. Canaries are yellow.
I think she just had a bright moment there.
Yep, she did. That was the light bulb going off. Yep, the light bulb moment.
Thanks, Kuro. Okay. Who's going next after us?
Well, usually it would be our man Ed, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
happening. So let me try to go to.
Stan pops in and says, "I wish I could mute my wife. This is fun."
Yeah, this is Stan. This is a new level of awesomeness that I have
I know,
experienced
right?
tonight. Like
It's the new.
I
Mhm.
vibes. Really, this is the night where the gifts just keep on giving.
Right. This is like the next level of Vibes Aquatics. Right here.
Let's see. I've got literally nothing on the schedule
Oh,
until 10 a.m. tomorrow. Looks like Foxy gonna do Foxy in the AM.
wow. And no, I'm not gonna be alive till then. Forget it. Count me out.
She's gonna burn us.
Yeah.
No. Someone else has to be muted next week. It's only
Oops.
fair. No. I wish I could mute my wife. Further up. Pink fur and shiny parts. Is that what I'm reading? I wish I could mute my wife is hilarious. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She probably doesn't think so, but yes.
Yo, hey, Carl, hey. Email your address, mother, maiden name, social security number, routing, and account number, and pin to runningfj@gmail.com for your brags. Now that would be a scam, y'all. Don't do it.
And I'm seeing things in the chat that say time for Jeff Kane to fill in the current gap in programming.
It is.
And if you did not know, he has
What?
just gotten monetized and turned on memberships.
Woo!
I was not there. It was, I think, pretty late at night, which is past my bedtime. But he had a stream the other night, and I think he is up to like 90 some members already.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Woo!
So if he's still here, congrats on that, Jeff. And the audience is speaking, and they are looking for a live from you tonight, sir. So if you're available, the floor will be yours as soon as we were. He's gonna do it. He's gonna go take a quick smoke.
All right. So, do you want to wrap this up and let everyone take a little break before he goes live?
Yeah, sure, we could do that. Absolutely.
All right. So before we head out, y'all, I appreciate everyone showing up, giving your sympathy, etc. I do feel a lot better than when we started out. So, thumbs up to y'all. And Lord willing, we'll be back next Thursday. Maybe in a better mood. Maybe vibes will be muted next time. I don't know. We'll see. But before you head out, TJ, what you got?
Yeah. So first of all, pal, I'm glad we were able to brighten your day a little bit. I know it's been a tough week for you, but I had said we're all here for you, and I'm glad you can feel that, because we are, and we understand. At least we can empathize with how you're feeling, and we are. We are definitely here if you need us. You know how to get a hold specifically of the two of us, and I'm sure others in the community. Whenever you need, we're here. And thanks to everybody in chat. This was a heck of a lot of fun. I feel like we barely scratched the surface with this topic because our originator of the topic ended up muting, and then we had a heck of a lot of fun with that whole situation. So maybe we'll come back and do a part 2 on this one. And thanks to you too, Vibes. It was always great to be here, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. Mariah, it was so good to have you back. We missed you terribly, and we're looking for more. So thanks to everybody. Hey, y'all. It's always what she says. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. May you treat others as you would want to be treated, and may God treat you as you treat animals and elders. And thanks for being here. And we love you all.
That was perfect, TJ. That was good. That was good.
I'm getting to be a good stand-in for Mariah. I'll tell you.
No, almost too good.
No, I'll tell you. I'm going to work on my accent a little bit.
You might want to fix the picture. I mean,
well, yes, I don't bring the beauty that Mariah brings to the picture, but
anyway,
I got to bring a little more cats, is what she's telling me.
Who watched Jeff Kane? Hashtag. Pink handcuffs. No, Vibes. No.
I kind of liked it, but okay.
I did too. But.
Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully everyone enjoyed this little live stream. Until next time, go ahead and have a wonderful weekend. Peace out, y'all.
Bye, gang.
Bye. Oh, one more